scurrying out of the way there for Pilon to turn the ball back in towards goal on these fields out here. Pilon Sterling on the near side once more, being chased by Fran, takes the ball up on the stick side here now, dribbling this ball all the way, and Fran comes up close to him, avoids it there, takes it on the near side, just pushes that ball a little bit wide and out over the back line. Some great stick work there by the 10-goal Uruguay player. Pilon Sterling pressurised all the way by Fran Azaldi from the Argentine. So Guillermo brings the ball back into play once more. Guillermo Coutinho drills it, takes it forward, up there for Fran, out towards the boards here, being marked there by Pilon. Opens it up once more, sets the ball up a little bit further. Santiago called off the play there by Fran. Fran sets it up this time for Guillermo. Guillermo Coutinho on the ball here now, waits for the ball just to settle down a little bit, just taps it inside. Fran and he drives, he shoots, it's over the top of them all. There's nothing to do about that one apart from watch the flag go up and the first goal. The two teams line up once more. Umpire Dorian bowls the ball in hard. Out the middle of the line, out it comes. Guige looking for the ball, one-sided on that one there. Guige just hooks the ball out. A little bit of a backhand on there. Fran gets the better there of Pilon. Picks it up stick side onto the near side here now. Out into a bit of open space. Shuts his pony down here. Controls the ball. Looks us up to see where the goal is here. Coming up onto the play now once more. Turning inside. It's Fran. Fran goes up past his marker on this one. Fran Azaldi just dribbles this ball all the way through the goal. Through the goal it is. Putting 2 goals on the board here now for Habtoor Polo within the first minute of play. Pulls the ball in, out the side of the line, out it comes. Fran quickly onto this one here, being chased there by Pilon. Fran, once more, Fran goes, opens the shoulder up, sends that ball out towards the boards, a little bit wider than probably would have liked to do so. Coming onto the ball here once more, settling it down, being chased there by Pilon, turns in front of Pilon. Pilon comes in on the play here now, turns the play, comes back in, gets hooked off out of it by Guillermo, now picked up by Gagliardi. Gagliardi sends it up for Sterling. Sterling trying to control this ball, sends it up there, opens the shoulder, drives that one up for Zedan. Zedan out there in the front, being chased there by Habtoor. Habtoor, he's just managed to pick this ball up, taking it forward in towards the goal, avoids the hook, sends that one in towards the goal, and unfortunately just brushing the post and going wide. Guillermo to bring back into play for Habtoor Polo. Guillermo taps it forward. Got Fran Azaldi in there behind him, cuts the other way, back in towards the middle of the field. This time, opens the shoulder up, sends that one up for Habtoor being chased there by Zedan, sends that ball further up down the field, gets ridden off out of the play there by Zedan. Zedan comes onto it over the top of that one there, leaving now for Habtoor being chased there by Pilon. Sterling dribbles this one in towards the goal, does Habtoor, and he takes a shot in towards goal and puts another one on the board there for Habtoor Polo. Taking the score, 3 goals to Habtoor Polo in the first few minutes of this first chukker here this evening. Play, not wasting any time. Dorian bowls that ball in out the back of the line out for Sterling. Sterling settles on the play here now. Gagliardi keeping Fran Azaldi out the way. Now comes up to it. Fran comes up on the near side, comes for the near side, backhand and an accidental. Fran Azaldi taps the ball forward up towards his marker. Guige wide on the outside there, tucking back inside, coming to form the train. Fran goes himself, tries to get up past Faku, gets hooked off out of it. The ball just stops there. Now Guige sends it through the melee of players once more, looking to set up Azaldi picks his ball up on the near side here, goes with a cut shot in there towards the goal and straight through the centre of the post. There it goes, on the bounce and through the goal it goes. 4 goals to Habtoor. To the middle of the field of play once more. Dorian bowls the ball in the front of the line. Now it is, now left for Sterling. Up he flicks that ball there now to Fernandez Llorente. Llorente up on the loose here now. Llorente goes with the driving shot in towards goal and makes it look smooth and easy as ever there. Putting one on the board there. The first one on the board for Zedan Polo. Dorian bowls the ball in once more. Front of the line out. Will come through the back of it there. Santiago comes out with it this time. Santiago takes a half swing to avoid the hook there, keeping it going forward. Gagliardi comes back to try and stop him, but he gets kept off out of the play there by Fran, turning the play there. Santi taps his ball around the corner here in towards the goal. He comes and he dribbles it through. We've got in for a high scoring game here this evening, and the score is now 5 goals Habtoor, 1 to Zedan. Once more, back to the middle of the field, bowled in there. Comes out the back of the line out here for Pilon goes one way, being marked there by Guiget, comes back the other way on the ball here now, cuts back inside him once more. Very clever play there by this Tengola from the Uruguay, keeping this ball moving forward, controlling this ball, trying to keep this ball going forward. Guiget working hard on this point in time here now. Pilon cuts back in the other way, kept off out of it. There is Guillermo. This time Pilon opens it up, looks to send that one in towards the goal. It's a little bit wide to the left there on this time here, but it's now left for Habtoor. Polo just shadows that one out over the back line. And there it is, the Ansel and the Emirates Heritage Club. On players called. Guillermo comes forward up onto the ball, keeps it short this time. Up comes Llorente to put the pressure on him here to unload that ball, unloads that ball up to Franzaldi. Franzaldi, first time shot play, sends that one deep down into Zedan territory. Called off the play is Habtoor, leaving it for Santiago takes his ball in towards goal. Santiago on an absolute fly here by the name of Love and puts that one through. So another one on the board there for Habtoor Polo. Habtoor on the route here this evening, 6-1. The line out it comes at the threes. Sterling comes through the play here, and we have a whistle on the play. On the halfway, Pilon circles round onto the ball, takes it short, keeps it short, takes wide. In comes Fran, comes support his play, goes up past Fran and his marker there, taps his ball up in the area and behind Santiago this time. Sterling goes to work on it here now, taps his ball a little bit further forward, ever getting closer now. He puts the hammer down and goes in towards goal, straightens this one up in towards the goal, a little bit wide to the right, and puts it through, dribbles that one all the way through. 10 goals of dynamite there for Zedan's. Pilon Sterling taking the score now, 6-2. Once more, changing ends. Ball bowled into play out the front of the line. It is now ricochets off back, collected now by Llorente asking Guiget just to yield, so he goes the other way. This time unloads it, looking to set up Sterling. Sterling tries to come onto the ball, but the first onto this one's going to be Santiago. Comes with a good strong tail backhand, looking to set up Franzaldi. Collects the ball up here, regathers that ball there. Sterling there in behind him, takes his ball a bit further. He's got Llorente up on that one there. Llorente plays a little bit of a backhand, didn't quite get the distance looking for, now falls for Guillermo. Guillermo with Sterling in front of him, now realises he's got ricochets that one off the pony here, gets plucked out of the air there. He'll be reciprocated by Sterling. Sterling takes the ball on the near side, comes through on the ball here this time, coming up onto Guillermo. Guillermo just yields off it, realising he would have fouled, would have taken it an awful long way up the field, so Sterling goes to work on it here once more. Sterling puts the hammer down. Sterling's away up here now. Sterling takes his ball forward in there behind Gomez, takes the ball further forward once more, just taps it the other side of Guillermo, under the neck he goes with it this time, sends this one in towards the goal, but it just goes wide, a little bit too much angle on that one there. Some great horsemanship and some mallet work by the Tengola. Weaving his way through the traffic, but unfortunately going wide. Guillermo brings it in once more, goes under the neck, sends that one up for Fran once more. These two linking up and playing well together. Over the top of that one there, but now quickly round onto this one is Sterling to make amends for that last attempt there before. Sterling lets the ball just settle and just taps it all the way through. Sterling for Zedan, takes a score now. 6 goals Habtoor, 3 to Zedan. In Mbio, when he's over the top of that one, picked up there by Guiget, flicked out a little bit further there by Fran. Fran takes his ball up on the near side, being hard pressurised there, pushed wider and wider all the time. The bad bouncing ball just unfortunately there. Fran couldn't get hold of it, sent out. Back into open play for Zedan by Llorente. Zedan on the move here now, just short of the halfway line. Zedan going deep down into Habtoor territory, looking over his shoulder. Habtoor trying to close the gap on him. The ball just going a little bit wide. Zedan straightening that one up there, couldn't get it. A bit of a backhand comes in, 2 players over it. It's now left dangerously for Habtoor for Zedan. Sterling, and Sterling comes in up onto the ball, and we have a whistle on the play. To Zedan Polo. Players called. Llorente puts it through. Another one on the board there for Zedan, closing the gap here in the third chugger. 2 goal the difference. 6 goals to Habtoor, 4 goals to Zedan. Ball back into play once more. Out the front of the line now it comes. On the near side comes Sterling. Sterling reading the play well, picks the ball up, takes it on the stick side, out towards the boards on the far side here, being pressurised there by Franzaldi once more. Waiting for him is Sterling. Sterling checks up the pony, comes back inside the players. Llorente just having to yield off out of the way, gives Sterling the opportunity to move forward here this time. In comes Fran. Fran tries to steal this ball, does get away with it this time. He gets it stolen off him by Gagliardi, but he regathers the ball once more, gets a good bump and ride off there. Coming round on it is Sterling once more. Sterling comes up on it, gives him a good flick with the hips there as well to try and get Fran. So Fran couldn't get it, so it's now it is Llorente. Llorente gets hooked off out of it once more. Now the ball here is left for Habtoor. Habtoor opens up the backhand. Coming onto this one is Guillermo Coutinho. Guillermo Coutinho there being shadowed and marked there by Sterling. Sterling picks the ball up here now. Zedan just pushing Guillermo off out of the way. It's just now Sterling. His play gets spoiled. Guillermo comes up onto this one here. Guillermo Coutinho looks over his shoulder to see where Gagliardi is. Avoiding the hook there. Just brings this ball, straightens it up a little bit further. Elizalde just settles down on the ball here this time. Elizalde being pushed hard there by Llorente. Push wide and out over the back line. So, players called. David Pillon, Sterling to bring the ball back in. Keeps it wide, keeps it open. Elizalde comes into him. Get kept off out of it there by Llorente. Tucks back inside. Look at these players marking each other, working hard. Two black shirts in front of Sterling there at this point in time. You've got Zedan and Habtoor working, keeping each other wide and off the play here as well. There's a lot of play goes on off the ball, not just on the ball, but coming on the ball here now once more is Sterling. Sterling regathers the ball to just ricochet off the pony, but coming onto it as he went over the top of that one is Llorente. Llorente turns back inside. Llorente comes forward, meeting the play there is Guillermo, but we have a whistle on the play. They were free, they were on the loose, they were on the break. And they would have been at least at this position. Sterling circling around onto the ball. Sterling, an excellently executed penalty there, sends it straight through the middle. Nothing that Habtoor can do, but watch the flag go aloft. Taking the score now, 5 goals to Zedan, 6 to Habtoor. Dorignac just lining these two teams up, changing ends. In goes the ball. At the front of the line, out it is. There goes the first shooter, and coming out with it is Sterling. Sterling gets hooked out of the play, the backhand by Gomez, and it's now collected there by Gagliardi. Gagliardi coming on, looking to play the next shot out towards the boards here. Will he get to the boards and end the chucker? And it looks like that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the second chucker. Habtoor came out, guns are blazing this first half. Zedan, Stokely working their way back into the game with the score being 6 goals to Habtoor, 5 goals to Zedan at the halfway point. There it is, the ball bowled into play. Stuck at the 2, scroll out now by Llorente. Llorente ridden off out of the play, left now for Pillon. Pillon sends a good driving ball up the field there, setting up Facu Llorente. Llorente just showing the play down here, goes, straightens this one up, in towards goal he goes. Oh, and it just comes off the cane and just goes wide. Couldn't quite get the angle, couldn't quite get over the ball, and the ball just bounced off his cane of his mallet and out over the back line. So the ball placed down on the back line once more for Habtoor's Guillermo Coutinho to bring back in. Takes across the face of goal, opens it up this one. This time, sends it up out wide there for Elizalde. Elizalde on the rampage here now. Sends a big drive up the field here, but it goes out over the boards, just over the halfway line. So the two teams lining up on Dorignac on the far side there. Looking to bowl this ball in. In goes the ball at the front of the line. Out it is. Working hard on it now. Sterling comes out with the ball here, and as he does, we have a whistle on the play. Just inside Zedan's half, far out on the boards for David Sterling, just to tee up as Habtoor's up on the rung. There goes Llorente, the ball comes out in front for Llorente. Llorente just settles down on the ball, just wait for it to settle down now, flicks that one in towards the goal and puts it through. So we have a game on our hands here now in the third chukker. All the scores tied up at 6 goals apiece. So 6 goals apiece, lining up on Ferrari, bowls the ball in, off the front of the line out it comes, looking to get out the front of the line out here, and it is Sterling on the near side, flicking this ball forward, avoiding all the hooks, and the backhand comes in by Guillermo, falls for Zedan. Zedan managed to avoid the hook, and we have another whistle on the play. Pilon. Players called, Sterling circles round onto the ball. He drives, he shoots, it's another great attempt at goal there, but it looks like that one's just gone wide to the left this time. Just going wide to the left of the goal. So the score still remains 6 goals apiece, 5.5 minutes say left on the clock. Guillermo brings the ball back into play, brings it up to his marker, own loads it this time, sends it out towards the boards, linking up well there with Franzaldi on the little stallion, the little bull brought over from Argentina by Guillermo. Strains it up, goes with the dummy shot, puts it there just behind Sterling. Zedan may play it. This time pull Sterling in, sends that ball up there. First onto this one, Guillermo comes up on the near side for the play, and as he does, we have a whistle on the play. For a penalty in favour of Zedan Polo from the spot. Sterling once more just taps it up forward here. Sterling goes with the driving shot here this time, sends it up to Faco as far as Santiago. Santiago goes with the backhand, sends the backhand in. Sterling, oh, he's over the top of that one there now, leaving for Guillermo. Guillermo on the loose here now. Guillermo sends that one in towards the goal here, being chased by Gagliardi, with Sterling being kept off out of the play there by Franzaldi. It's Guillermo Coutinho. Guillermo Coutinho just taps that one through, taking the score now 7 goals to 6. Habtoor over Zedan Polo. Bowls the ball in the middle of the line now. It's in the melee. Out comes the ball here this time now. Gets sent up a little bit further forward there by Facu Llorente. Llorente flicks the ball up into the air, waits for this ball to settle, manages to keep controlling this ball here. Looks at his teammate Sarge, just comes off the play here, leaves the ball here now for Sterling. Sterling quickly around on the play. Quick Sterling in towards goal here. Goes up, just checks up, just comes in behind Guillermo. He's got Franzaldi behind him, flicks it up past Guillermo this time. Can he get onto that one there? And it just flicks off the pony, and it looks like he's managed to get that one through. Another goal on the board there, accredited to Pilon David Sterling. So 7 goals apiece. Goal. Just boiling over a little bit here. So players call to get this 4th and possibly final chukker, or will we go to golden goal? Will we go to extra chukker? It's been goal for the last 2 chukkers here now. So Sterling taps the ball forward, keeps it short. Fran kept off out of the play. Guille kept off out of the play. Sterling got all the time in the world to bring it forward this time. Came it up behind. Elizalde opens it up this time, threads it through the players there, but the first back onto this one looks like it is going to be Santiago over the top of that one there, and the first onto it this time. It looks like it is going to be out. We have a whistle on the play as Llorente came back onto the line of the ball. Already committed to the tail. Habtoor Polo on about their 30-yard line, just wide of their goal, now being teed up by Guillermo Coutinho. Players called. Guille brings the ball in, brings it to the other side of Llorente. Llorente has to yield, turn on that one there. Llorente coming up on the line of the ball here now, and it's for Franzaldi. Franzaldi shuts the pony down. He's got Sterling there as well. Brings this ball up a little bit further here, turns it back inside. Santi working hard on Gagliardi to keep these players off out of the way. Guillermo comes back in to form the train once more, turns back in, goes himself this time, scoops that ball just out of the way there, but only as far as Llorente. Llorente sends a little near side shot, flicked back there once more there by Sterling. Sterling shot now, it's sent up by Llorente. Sterling over the top of that one there, couldn't quite gather the ball. Guillermo onto the ball here this time. Guille goes to the backhand, strong tail backhand out towards the boards here. First onto it's going to be Sterling. Sterling gathers the ball here now, being ridden off there by Elizalde. Elizalde gets the ball here, picked up now by Guille, and as he comes across the line in between 2 players, we have a penalty, we have a whistle. So Habtoor retired back behind the line, the ball being teed up by Sterling can't touch the ball here. He strikes it. It's a beautifully executed penalty, and it's as straight as a die, and over the top it goes. The flags aloft. 8 goals Zedan, 7 to Habtoor. Play. Changing ends, ball bowled into place at the number 2s, at the number 3s as they all move forward over the top of the ball here now, working on how it's Llorente comes out with it. It's now stolen off him by Santi, and we have a whistle on the play. Sterling circles round. Just a whistle on the play, possibly something not happy with one of the horses there. A little bit of an issue with Llorente's pony. Minutes of play left to go. There's a lot of time left on the clock, and a lot of goals can still be scored from here. Sterling brings the ball in play, taps it forward. We've got the troops working well, keeping it clear. There he goes. He's on the break here now. Sterling goes up past the first pair of markers this time. Goes up again, up past the third. Comes up past Santi on this one here, and he goes all the way in towards goal and stick and balls that one through. A beautifully executed goal there by Zedan Polo. Well disciplined for Sterling, clearing the way and putting it through the goal. So Ferrari just waiting a moment, bowls the ball in, out the back of the line, out it comes. And it's this time Elizalde comes out with the ball here this time. Elizalde with about 4 or 5 lengths on his next play. He comes in, straightens this one up and stick and balls that one all the way through and makes sure of that one there, closing the gap now by 1 goal. So the score is 9 goals Zedan, 8 to Habtoor. Ferrari looking for a bit of a gap at the throw, and here you hear the call. In it comes. The backhand comes in by Elizalde. Coming onto it once more is Sterling. Sterling gets a half hooked out of it there by Guillermo, stopping his passage forward a little bit further. Gagliardi brings the ball forward a little bit further. The backhand comes in by Habtoor. Habtoor's backhand now setting up Santiago. He avoids the hook there. Now picked up by Franzaldi. Franzaldi out there towards the boards he goes. Takes the bouncing ball a little bit further on towards the boards. Just settles the ball down on the boards there now. He's been hard worked on and ridden off there. Picks the ball up on the near side here now. Coming round again once more is Sterling on the loose once more. Watch out for this here. Sterling on the loose just settles down on the play. Out towards the boards once more, being marked out of the play there by Franzaldi. Franzaldi now on the ball here, turns around the corner here in towards the middle of the field. Called off it now by Guillermo. Guillermo brings the ball up now for a little bit further. Quickly round onto that one. He's over the top of it. Tries to play the backhand shot onto that one. Gets the backhand away for Elizalde. Elizalde, the ball gets met there by Llorente. Llorente with momentum comes through the pack. Being chased there. Has to shut the pony down. Got a very acute angle. Looks to turn the ball. Comes over, leaves the ball behind now for Guillermo. Guillermo presents the backhand out towards the boards. Out towards the boards it comes for Sterling. Sterling gets hooked off out of it, and we have a whistle on the play. As the ball's teed up once more by David Bilon Sterling. Bilon circles round. Bilon drives, it's high, it's straight over the top, the flags are off, so there it is. 10 goals on the board for Zedan, 8 goals to Habtoor. Blows the whistle, looking for a bit of a gap. There it is, ball bowled into play once more, out the back of the line, out it comes, coming out with the ball here this time. The backhand comes in, looking to set up Amsterdam, but it's up onto this one, out on the far side. There is Sterling. Sterling settles down on the play, being marked there by Elizalde. And leaves the ball, sends this one up the field here now, looking to send that up to Zedan, or is it going all the way by himself? But it's just gone wide. The clock is ticking, 2:30 on the clock, 2 minutes of play left to go. 10 to Zedan, 8 to Habtoor. The ball's on the back line. Guillermo looks to bring this one back in across the face of his own goal mouth once more. Elizalde there in behind him this time. These two forming the train. Coming up onto the ball now. Elizalde plays the next shot underneath Llorente. Guige on the ball here this time. Guige being called for the play, but he can't get the shot off. He's called off it now by Elizalde. Leaving behind the ball this time, unloading it this time here now for Habtoor, but the first onto this one's going to be Zedan. Zedan gets a good strong straight backhand, gets picked up on the near side on the bounce there by the 10 goals of dynamite from the Uruguay, sends it underneath the neck, being hard ridden off there by Zaldi, manages to get the better on that one there, but left the ball behind on the play. Coming up onto it now is Santiago. Santiago opens it up. It gets stolen from Llorente by Guillermo Coutinho. Guille coming hard. The hook comes in by Gagliardi. He keeps this ball moving a little bit further forward. Takes it under the net. Gagliardi unable to make the play. It's now the backhand. The backhand comes in and out over the back line it goes. The clock is stopped with a minute of play left. So Zedan retire back 30 yards from the ball. Players called once more. Guillermo circles round. He strikes, he drives, it looks like it's going high, but it's just gone wide, just wide to the left. So the ball's placed down on the back line once more for David Sterling to bring back into play as the clock ticks down. Sterling brings into play, keeps it short. In comes Zaldi coming into the meet. He goes up past him, does Sterling. Sterling keeps his ball going forward, just goes over the top of that one, tries to get back on the ball. Regathers the ball out once more. In comes Zaldi, never giving up there, and it's just unleashed up to about the halfway line. Called off it. In comes Gagliardi. Gagliardi gets hooked off out of it there by Guillermo. Guillermo quickly turns the play here, turns round, in towards goal he comes. Taps this ball a little bit further up. The clock is ticking away. He goes with the driving shot up there, looking to set Habtoor. Habtoor up in front on the little grey pony. Habtoor takes the half swing, looks to put this one in towards the goal, and it just brushes past the left-hand side of the goal post. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have the end of the match here. The second match today in the Emirates Cup 2014 between Zedan Polo running out the winners. Apologise, it's been kindly sponsored by and coming to you live by polocamproductions.com.